Hi guys, it's Christine Bertram and I'm coming to you live from the Hive on a Friday and it's 3 o'clock on the head. I could not have planned for that if I tried. Today is a day of getting stuff done, you guys. I think I finally got, before doing the showcase, I actually got all the Facebook events created for May. I've got all the cover photos uploaded for May. I've got the website good and it's just like, woohoo! Like I feel like I am ahead of the schedule for a moment, for like a brief moment in time. So wow, we got a lot of brightness going on here, guys. So we have the May showcase. So what's coming up with Cards by Christine for May? Hi, Linda Bailey. Hi, Patsy Roberts. So you guys are going to have to buckle up, get a pen and paper, and just hang out for the ride because I don't think that this is going to go fast. It's definitely going to be at least a half hour going through everything. Hi, Sandy Wicklander, because I looked at it, I'm like, wow, we have a lot of stuff going on in May, and I'm going to wrap things up. Hi, Nancy Charles. Hi, Joanna. I'm going to wrap things up at the end. Once I've gone through May, I want to kind of go over what's left from April because it is only the 22nd today, guys. So that means that there's a whole, like, another chunk of the week left. Like, there's a whole week left in April. Hi, Angie Liner. Hi, Christy Duranke. And so we're going to go through at the end. I'll just piggyback with what's left for April because I still have sets of kits left for what's coming up yet the rest of this week. So sneaking in at work. Shh, I won't tell anybody, Chris. Hi, Mo. So the big thing about May, what's happening is that it is the launch of the new annual catalog. And so Stampin' Up! Is going to be retiring out 5 in colors and bringing in 5 new in colors. And so that is what we're going to start off with, is a catalog launch party. But first things first is actually I've got some different things that I'm offering that are kind of outside classes. Thanks for sharing, Patsy. I appreciate it. Hi, Janet Flanagan. Yeah, craft roulette tonight, you guys. Just a reminder. Mary Gunn always teases me about Stella. So I have 4 of my Stellas locked and loaded and ready to go. I rehydrated them. Hi, Sharon Rush. I rehydrated them with some rubbing alcohol. So I don't know which one's going to work best for me tonight, but man, I've got them ready to go. Hi, Cheryl Thomas. Hi, Christine Domino. So what's coming up, though, the first part of May? So not next week, but the following week is the first part of May. May 3rd is actually a Tuesday, and May 3rd is the special day because that's the first day that the annual catalog goes live. And that first day that the annual catalog goes live is when I can actually place my first order to get all of the reserves that people have had made for the product shares and the DSP sampler for the most part. So, and also the first month for the In Color Club. So those things that are listed on my schedule are like more like ad hoc things. They're not really a class that's associated with them, but I do want to talk about them because they're part of May. So if you guys flip down here, you saw this was what the new annual catalog looks like. I'm guessing by now most people should have this in their hot little hands, and I can't open it, but there's a lot of good stuff in here. So this goes May of 2022 to April of 2023, and it starts May 3rd. So I want to get it out of here because I can't open it up and show you guys anything in it. So what though is, you guys, in here, hi Jody Storman. If you go to my website, hi Barb Johnson, cardsbycrispy.com. You guys, this is my lifeline right here, is cardsbycrispy.com. You can find everything that I'm talking about today on this website. Everything maybe except for the in colors on a budget. I didn't create an event for that. I generally create an event for everything that I do, but I didn't do it for this in colors on a budget. But the product share is there, all the classes I'm going to talk about are there, and the DSP samplers on there. And what is the most important thing is that my schedule is on there, you guys. I know you can't read this from where you're sitting right now looking at it because it's way too small. But this is my my document that I keep handy for people if they want to refer back to paper. You guys, I'm a paper person. I am not, my schedule, everything is all paper yet. I do have this available for anybody. It got put with everybody's schedules. When you guys get card classes from me, if you haven't gotten one in a while, I throw one in with your packages. But just know that this document and this document, they are both out in the cardsbycrispy.com website in the newsletter section. So I have a blog and newsletters, and then they're the first This one's the first one, and then this might be the third one. And you guys, if you have a printer, you can go ahead and print it off. It's 2 pages. That is generally what it is, but there is a third page. The third page is what's leftover classes that I have from past months. So that I don't print it generally, but it's out there if you go to get it. The third page has past classes that are still available, and also, Jody's a paper person too. I know, I just love the touch, the feel of paper. There's also the promotions, you guys. So when I do a featured sweet bundle class, I say sweet bundle because sometimes I pick bundles, but generally I pick sweets, but I call it my featured sweet bundle class. Whenever that is there, there's an asterisk after it, and the very last page, the third page, is where it talks about what the promotion is. So for the Flowering Fields promotion, you got a half a pack of the brushed brass butterflies. For the Hey Sports Fan, you get a half a pack of the Hey Sports Fan paper. Hi, Julie Frost. Hi, Joan Gordon. No, the deal is you have to order that bundle as your RSVP for class, and you have to order it by the date I have denoted. So this is like one of the one kind of exception to a rule. For those of you that are new and watching me and don't quite get how I work yet, I run my classes in 2 ways. One is that I either do a fee-based class where you have to pay the fee. Hi, Sherry Martin. Or sometimes, the majority of the time, the class is free with a minimum order, or you can pay the fee. So there's like 2 different buckets. And generally, when you place your order to get the class for free, that order has to reside in the month of the class or the next month. So if you place an order in April, you can get an online class. So this is online orders, you guys, not in person. This is all primarily online. If you place an online order in April, you can pick a class in April or May, right? So if you place your order April 1st, you have 2 months to pick from. If you place your order on April 30th, I am sorry, I stand by my rules. Like, you can pick from April or May, right? So that's why I always say the current month or the next month. So you still have a month to pick from. Sometimes I have past classes still available. So if you're not excited about something in the next month, you can always refer back to the 3rd page of this document and look at past classes. Now, the exception to my rule is that if you order this featured sweet bundle class, so like Sun Prints is my one for June, if the first week of May you want to order that and use that as your registration for this class, you could. It's June. But let's say you want texture chic or cheek or chick, whatever, chick. If you want texture chic and you want to buy that bundle right away and you buy that bundle for the class, it can go to this July class because that is the exception to the rule because it is your RSVP specifically for that class to get the free gift from me. So come May, if you guys, anybody wants to sign up for the only way you can order ahead is for a bundle class. So I try to explain that when I can to people because they get confused a little bit about that because it's a different thing. And I have so much stuff, you guys, it can be completely and utterly confusing to you when you first meet me. Hi, Robin Shanks. The other thing too I want to talk about is using my host code. People ask this a lot. How you get a free class from me, you have to use my current host code. And it has to be the minimum $45. You guys, when I went into the new year, I just made all of it be equal at $45. So it doesn't matter what class you pick, if it's got 3 cards, 4 cards, or 5 cards. It's just a minimum $45 order. And once you pick that, once you are at that amount, you can pick a class that is free with a minimum purchase. The ink, paper, scissors series are never free with a purchase, and the game nights are never free with a purchase, or like my memories and more card classes. Anytime where there's product that is included in the fee, you can't get that class for free with an order. Okay, so that's one thing. I do get asked this a lot. What happens if I place a $150 order and I get the host credit? And not me, Christine, but my customer wants to get the host credit. That's fine. You can go ahead and get the host credit and not use my host code, but then technically you're not eligible to get a free class because the whole premonition is that you use the host code to get a free class. And I've made, after talking to people that have placed larger orders with me, I really want you guys to take advantage of the host credit. But in that case, though, you technically shouldn't get a free class. But I'm my own boss, you guys. I can make the rules how I feel that they're fair, and I still want those people that support me with large orders to be able to take classes from me. So my one exception to the rule is if you do not use my host code, but your order is over 150, or if it's 200, or if it's 300, you can pick one class. and I will still honor a free class with you. So like I saw somebody place a $300 order yesterday, didn't use the host code, which is perfectly fine, but I am still going to offer that person a class, just one, not multiple classes. Whereas if, for instance, somebody would have placed like a $60 order and a $60 order and consolidated them and only had one order because of for shipping to save on shipping, I would have, and they used the host code, I would have offered that person 2 classes if they want, right? So using that host code, if you ever have any questions about it, you guys don't hesitate to reach out to me. You have to decide, do you want a free class from me or do you want host credit, like, right? Or multiple classes. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope by putting that out there for you guys to hear that helps explain things. And so I think most of everybody's got it figured out at this point, but sometimes I get new people all the time asking me that question, so I thought I'd throw it out there. Okay, hopefully that helps. So, hi Angela Knutson. So, hi Jean Terwilliger for the second time today. So if you guys missed it, I just was in the VIP group and I made 4 cards with you guys. So, all right, so that PDF is always found in the newsletter section of my website. The in colors is the first thing. Oh, makes sense to Patsy, perfect. Okay, so the in colors on a budget. I believe I have 7 right now signed up for this. I'm looking for 3 more because I like to have groups of 5. This is where it's a 5-month club where you get 1 month that color with all the things I have listed. For porch pickup, it's $61 for mailing. If you need it mailed to you in a priority envelope, it would be $71. The great thing about doing this club is it helps you get everything. Hi, Penny Powell. It helps you get all of the new in colors, but like broken up on a month-to-month basis. And eventually you will end up with all the ink pads, all the refills, all the cardstock, all the ribbons, the twines, the markers, galore. And what happens is one of the months that you're 5, so you're in a group with 4 other people, one of the months you're the hostess and you get a $25 host credit reward from me plus a pack of the in color decorative dots. So that month you get about $33, and that host credit can be anything that's current. Hi Kay, hi Linda Hodge. Oh, it's good to repeat then. Oh Penny, you can catch the replay. So you guys, that's the benefit about doing this club is 1 month you're the hostess. And if you want to add on, let's say $50, your host credit goes from actually 25 to 36 because that's the next breaking point with getting a new higher amount for the promotion credit. So right now, this once a month, you get $25, which is 10% of $250. If you want to bring in your own outside orders that month to get more host credit, you definitely can. Now, this doesn't count for classes though, you guys. This is outside of signing up for classes because I am giving you the host credit and a free gift. Okay, so this one, if you want to let me know in the near future, at least by maybe the end of April, I'm trying to get 3 more people signed up so that we can have 2 full groups, which would be awesome. And then what I'll do is let you know if you're partial and you want a specific color first, I can try to make that work because some people don't care. And then if somebody does, then I can get you whatever color you want first, and then you'll be on a schedule and I'll tell you what color you get every month. So that is one of the first things that I need to know from people if they want to do that. Okay, so if we go here to extras in May. So on the back of the schedule, there's one here called the Annual Catalog DSP Sampler. Just to give you guys a heads up what that is. It is this book. You do not get the book from me. You do not get page protectors. I get that question a lot. You get the 8.5 by 11 printed with the names of the colors and the paper. And for this rendition, we're going to add the catalog name onto it so that you guys know what catalog it comes from. Depending on the paper, you're either going to get a 2x2 swatch or you'll get a 1 by 3.5 swatch with all the color samples or the color swatches on the side. And this comes in pieces and you would glue your pieces on. This is great if you're a demonstrator or a discount shopper, an avid customer, somebody who might use it for a class that you do, or if you like help designing when you're working designing cards. You can look through this and be like, oh, I have that paper. Oh, I forgot that it looked like that. And oh my gosh, that would look so great on the card that I'm working on now. So in a nutshell, it really helps you see what the papers look like. And so I'm making this for the annual catalog. I make 23 of them for sale. I have 18 or 19 already sold or like reserved. So I do have maybe 5 left. So that's the annual catalog DSP sampler. If you go to my calendar of events on May 2nd, you'll find the details. the product share is on the calendar of events for May 3rd. Now, this is the share I did from the mini catalog from last year, so a year and a half ago almost now. What it is there's, oh, Karen didn't want that. Karen Cotton graciously passed on the Flowering Tulips half-off bundle because she has it. And so we're working on drawing another winner for that, guys. But that's where that Karen Cotton name came from. So there's papers and more, ribbons, new ribbons, carryover ribbons, new embellishments, carryover embellishments, and packaging. And that was 6, I think. I don't know. That didn't count out right on my fingers. But what happens is you'll get a 6x6 of all of the designer paper, the specialty papers, everything paper related, note cards and envelopes from Tea Boutique. This was, again, a last year's one that I saved just to show. There's like ribbons, embellishments, everything's packaged a little bit nicer. This has been taken out and put back in a lot. So just so you guys know, that's out there. I did have a slight hiccup with it. Tundra found that, hi Tabitha, Tundra found that I had last time's pricing. So we got that fixed now. So just so you know, I'm looking for registrations for this because come May 3rd in the morning at 2 a.m., I will be on the internet placing my order with expedited shipping so that those people who have reserved can get it first. You don't have to pay for it right now. I just really need to know who wants what. So I know on that first day that if I'm short somebody or if I need to add somebody, where I'm at and how much to order. So, because I can only order for those people who have already registered and paid for it. So when it comes to payment, you guys can pay through the website or you can pay me directly through electronic means or check or cash, but you don't have to pay for it until I think the end of next week. I've looked at other demonstrators when they're collecting payment and they say between like the 28th and the 2nd or something. So that's fine. So you guys, all I'm concerned about now is making sure I know that you want product share, ribbon, paper, or embellishments or packaging. Okay, so let's flip back down. That takes us the first week. There is an annual catalog launch party and card class. And so this, I had a little finagling. On the paper one is actually incorrect. I had to switch around 2 classes because with designing the launch party cards, I ended up using the Tea Boutique cards and envelopes. And I don't have enough to cover everybody to mail them by next week, because I can't really order until May 3rd. So in essence, I've switched the 2 online classes around. The in-person dates are gonna stay the same, but the May monthly card class will come first. I'm gonna have to grip my calendar so I can see it here. That one will come first on May 5th, while the launch party will come the week after. So I just flip-flop those 2 around only in the online on Thursday night. So I'm going to show you guys the launch party cards. So originally I had intended for there to be 4 cards and I was going to do something completely different, but how it all rolled out with working with Carissa, we thought, well, 5 cards are great, same price. It's not going to be different pricing. So the same pricing, it's just 5 cards instead of 4. So I'm going to show those first and then I'll show the May monthly cards. So, all right, let's flip back down. So I have here. So what's happening is that the Tea Boutique note cards and envelopes are being used. And so you will, oh, you bet, Angela. Got to be as clear as possible, right? So you guys, there are matching envelopes to these. I don't think I have them down here, but they are decorated to match this like parakeet party color. And they have flowers on them. They're super cool. So you got decorator envelopes. The card stock here. So this lime, I keep calling it lime. It's parakeet party, has stripes. The Tahitian Tide has polka dots. Sweet Sorbet has a different type of polka dot. This one is Starry Night, has a diamond pattern. And then the Orchid Oasis has a flowery wash background. You guys can see it's the same general card, but all featuring the new in colors. And the exciting thing about this is Carissa had printed out the in color coach, and we looked on there, and what we wanted to do was find the coordinating color for each card. So this one's paired with Pool Party. This one's paired with Night of Navy, Granny Apple Green, Mango Madness, Mango Melody, Flirty Flamingo. And the stamp set that was featured with this, you guys, is new. It's called Sending Something. It was part of our pre-order, and it's called Sending Smiles, okay? So the Sending Smiles, but just know that I know that you guys might not have that. So when we thought of the cards for this class, we wanted to keep them universal so that all you have to do is add in a skinny sentiment. So this one says comfort and strength, love and big hugs. birthday wishes, a card to say hello, a note of thanks. Honestly, you could put anything you want in for the words, okay? The flower is also from Sending Smiles, but you guys, I know a lot of you have flower stamps at home, and so if you don't have this stamp set and it's on your wish list, you could wait to put the cards together till you get it, or you could stamp some other flower. And honestly, if you don't have the new ink colors, like this one's in Flirty Flamingo, and you could use a different green. This one is like a it's like a rosy color. So this is actually, you could stamp this in Night of Navy. This one you could stamp in Balmy Blue. This one you could also do in a different color blue. So you guys could, we tried to make this class knowing that you might not have everything, because I know a lot of people like to have it exact, but we want you to be able to work with what's here so that you end up with some awesome cards too. And then the inside on these, you can just stamp a flower and you can put whatever you want on the inside. Now, the awesome thing is that you're going to get the 5 matching envelopes for this. So, okay, so this is the catalog launch party. You guys, this is actually going to be in person on Sunday the 1st and Wednesday the 4th, and then online on the 12th, okay? The class is $18 or $23 mailed, or free with an order at class, or free with a $45 order online. Okay, using the host code. So that's the launch party. And then what's gonna come next in May is the May monthly class. So that we'll find here on my core class, first thing listed, May. So this one is gonna be the in-person the following week. So club on the 9th, the 11th, and then the 14th, yep. But the online is now the 5th, right? Switching them around. So these feature Let's Set Sail. No, is that right? Let's Set Sail, yes. If you don't have Let's Set Sail, you could come up with, if you have the Sailing Home stamp set or a nautical stamp set, basically you need something to stamp water, adding some birds, a little sun, and then the sailboat. So featuring Heart and Home paper, everything is always embossed. You get your ribbon, you get your embellishments. This one, you guys, honestly, all you will need, it's from Grassy Grove. Okay, the card looks phenomenal without the tag. So you wouldn't even need to have the tag, but then you don't really have a sentiment on the outside. But if you do like this, you would need some embossing powder. Silver embossing powder, Versamark pad, heat tool, and that's what's on the tag. So you will get the tag and the ribbon, but if you don't have those tools, you could still make this card look identical, because all of this is just die cutting. So painted textures in the background. Okay, then this one is called Happy Hedgehog. He's already going to be punched for you. This will be die cut. Everything's going to be embossed. What this is a tree-looking thing. That is from the Happy Hedgehog stamp set, and it's stamped in brown and colored in, and some little grass clippings on the bottom here. So very universal too, that if you don't necessarily have this stamp set, if you had some sort of foliage-looking thing that you could add here, you could improvise. So that one is, you could get this free with an order, or you could pay for it. So both of these classes are set up the same way. All right, so that's the monthly class. And then the annual catalog launch party. Then we have Let's Just Stamp. So this is the class I do in conjunction. Hi, Ethel King. This is the class I do in conjunction with Diane Bogenhagen. She does it in person. She's got a Tuesday the 17th, or Wednesday, and that's in the evening, Wednesday at 1, so Wednesday afternoon. Or I'm doing this online on the 9th of May, Monday at 1, featuring Paradise Palms. Okay, so over the years, you might have palm tree stamps. I know I have probably 2 other stamp sets. So if you don't actually have Paradise Palms, you could get by with any sort of palm tree, like nice carabinish. You guys, I don't know if you can see it. No, you probably can't see it, but I accidentally got ink all over there and I tried to erase it, but you can't see it in the video. So there you go. So this set has a retirement wishes in it. It has a happy birthday in it. So this one in the background though, there is that background stamp that is that wave one to kind of look like there's waves back there. If you don't have that, but let's say you get this kit and you're at home and you have an embossing folder that has waves on it, that would look super cool. You could always emboss your waves, but you're creating this nice little beachy scene. This one is that spanner card, or however you like that, and then there's an inside. Always got inside. So nice little flip up. We used the pebbles on all of these cards, and we used the linen thread, so that was cool. This one is also a cute little fun fold. We do have a disclaimer. We know that it's May and the Just Jade is going to be retired. we didn't care because Stampin' Up! Chose to give us paper that doesn't retire until June 30th, this designer paper, and it has Just Jade in it. So we were like, we're good with it. So just so you know, the Just Jade will be retired. We didn't care because it made this awesome card, and it features paper that is still current, so you could always still get this artfully composed paper. So again, some little rocks on there, and you would just need some beachy typey stamps. So because this is Let's Just Stamp. This is also a card class that you could pay for if you just want to buy it straight out, or you could get it free with a minimum $45 order. Okay, so those are those first 3 classes in the first half of May. Then we're going to go into the next week, and this is the Sweet Bundle class that is called Hey Sports Fan. I always pull in from the mini catalog in May, I always pull in whatever the Manly Man set is, and do that as the featured suite in case you need some Father's Day cards because that's coming up in June. This is another one where Stampin' Up! Chose to put Bumblebee as a color in their designer series paper that carries over through June 30th. So you guys, Bumblebee is used galore in every one of these cards, I think, yep. Just got to deal with it. So I had to. I'm like, well, I'm not going to design these cards without Bumblebee because it's part of the core color. So this features the Hey Sports Fan. And so now this is where it comes into, now this is the video where you share it and you go back to my VIP page and you comment that you shared. And this is the bundle that's given away at half off. And it's called Your Biggest Fan. And if I call your name like what happened with Karen and you say, oh, I'm good, I don't want it, or I have it, I can always find the next person to win it. We'll go through the list. So this is the half off bundle that I'm featuring. This is also the promotional Sweet Bundle class where if you buy that bundle, by whatever date I have listed, it's usually the week before class. So this one is May 18th, and then the 14th, and then the 19th. So if you order that by May 13th, specifically that bundle for this class, you'll get a half a pack of the designer series paper, which is that background here and that. So this is old time baseball, you guys. That's what I feel. It is definitely like take me out to the ball game with these colors. Poppy Parade, Night of Navy. Thanks for sharing, Dar. And like this says, so you'll get this die cut ticket, and if you don't have that stamp, like so that stamp, the outline, that is part of the set. But if you don't have it, you could still get the ticket. You'll get the ticket die cut. You just need to stamp something. All your stars will be cut. Everything will be die cut. You pretty much make this card. Just need some stamps for the outside. All your linen or the baker's twine will be given to you. This one, the pennant, is part of that stamp set. So they're all photopolymer stamps. So I do plan to die cut out the ticket and the pennant, and then you'll have to stamp onto that die cut piece. Because it's photopolymer, it's a lot easier to see. This one is the fun fold, and it opens like this and like that. It says, hope your day is a grand slam, happy birthday. So this is great. So you might not be into these. I'll be honest with you guys. This set did not trip my trigger at all. If I go to a baseball game, I go do 3 innings in the parking lot, go in for 2, and then I leave. But my brothers are baseball fanatics, and so I can definitely see, hi Doris, I can definitely see if you have a baseball sporty type person in your life, son, father, husband, grandpa, like they would probably enjoy these cards. I had a hard time with it because they're not my color palette, but that's what I had to work with. And I think all in all, they turned out super cute. The stars are also they are discontinued as the May catalog goes away, or as the annual catalog goes away. Hi, Denise. Hi, Jean Benson. So disclaimer again, if you're going to like these cards and want to make them at home, these stars are going away. And if you see, I use those stars. They have all different size stars, and I used a different size on every card. And so if you're interested in having to make, making more of these cards, you might want the star dies. I pulled in the splatters embossing folder on this one and the stripes on that, which that is carrying over, which is awesome. I know Angela was so excited about this one. Oh, perfect for the ticket cards for the carnival party. That's awesome. Yeah, the dies in here are super cool. So like there's this die back here. This is one of the dies. The ticket is a die. The pennant is a die. This is super cool because it actually makes it perforated and then you can rip it off. All right, so Gina Bulow is on my team, and I completely cased this card. She made it for the Winter Creative Escape. I did change it slightly, but she made such, and by the end of these 3, I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do? So Gina to the rescue. The The brick and mortar embossing folder is carrying over, which is great. And that little splotchy thing is actually part of that stamp set. So just another one. And this is DSP, you guys. So this and this one, they're all designer series paper. And you get a sheet 12 by 12, and they're like, somebody will get yay. Somebody else is gonna get one. Oh, let's see if I have it here. Hang on. So you're gonna get one, and it might not be looking like mine, because in this case, it says this, and then there's a little ticket here. So they look like the same card, you guys, but they are gonna all be slightly different. Like the ticket on the inside is gonna be slightly different. Like we're here, somebody's gonna get yay, somebody might get number one. One of them says congrats, one says hooray. So the designer series paper, you get like 12 different ones on a sheet, and so it's just gonna get kind of cut up, and that is what you're gonna get. And it'll look the same as the layout, just be in your mind thinking, well, it doesn't look like hers. Well, that's why, okay? And I'll talk about that on the night of that class. So, okay, so that was Hey Sports Fans. So you guys, we got a little pile here we start. Then we wrap up, no, we don't wrap up. Ha ha ha, there's no wrapping up yet. And there's no crying in baseball, guys. All right, so this class is the ink, paper, scissors featuring Symbols of Fortune. Thank you to Carissa Alberts on the team. She absolutely loves the set, the suite of products, and she gave me some cards to case, and she's like, you can case them and change them up how you want, and that's exactly what I did. So her layouts are pretty much the same, but I changed up some of the colors maybe slightly, but Carissa did such a phenomenal job. And she even cased my Mystery Night card, so I went back and cased her card. So this is the class where it's fee-based. It's $30 mailed. Nope, it's $30 porch pickup or $36 mailed. And you get a roll of the satin ribbon, a pack of the polished dots, and a quarter pack of the designer series paper. And you use those things in your cards. So this one's awesome because it's a pocket card. And so that comes up, and so that little crane, this class is unique in the terms of, generally I will give you a piece of white cardstock that is big enough to fit the things, the focal images. So this, and this, you will not get die cut shapes like I generally do. This class, because it is specifically for this bundle, I designed this in a way that because like if you don't have this crane or you don't have this bird, the card will look great even if you put something else over there. You'll still get the die cut gold piece, but it gets you a white piece of paper, and then you can change it up how you want to. This one, like I mentioned, is the mystery card layout, so that opens like this. And I think I want to add a piece of designer series paper back here yet, because I think that would just make it like flip over the edge and do a somersault and land with a gold star. All right, so that one, so this is, again, Symbols of Fortune. So this is a regular A2 size card, and so you would need some gold embossing powder if you want it to be on this gray slip. Like let's say you don't have gold embossing powder, you could always cut yourself your own little piece of white out of the white paper I give you and stamp on it with basic gray. This is the gourmet card, as my mom would refer to it as. Hi, Kay, we're gourmet. My mom's a chef, good cook. And this is the one. So this was all Carissa, and when you open it up, it actually has vellum, the little cranes cut out. You guys, this is the card where you go get yourself a little tea light, and it's silhouettes, the cranes coming through. So very, very awesome card. And then on the back, a piece of white then, which is used to write your sentiment back here. So you guys, this one's awesome. This one, Judy Immel told me when people saw this card, she's like, you're going to want 8 more than what you have in your head. I'm like, okay, Judy. And I listened to her the last time, and she was right. So I have a feeling that you guys are going to love this, just because honestly, on this one, you guys, you just, whatever this is, a sentiment and some foliage and a little dragonfly, like that's all you need. Otherwise, all of this will come exactly like ready for you to put together. There's very little stamping on this card. So, but it's gourmet. All right, so this is not one, you guys, not one that you can get free with an order. Okay, so this is the first one that you can't get free with an order. And it's because it includes all the product with it. All right, so there's one more, and it's on here. It's a Memories and More product-based class that we added at the end of last month. It is featuring the hand penned. It is $50 for in-person or porch pickup, or I've got $60 mailed. So if you look at this, the reason that it costs, it's a little higher of a cost is because it includes a full pack of note cards and envelopes. It includes the Memories and More card pack, a full pack of the Opal Rounds, and a full pack of the Flowers for Every Season ribbon. And all of that will come with another little package. And so I don't have this made, but if you guys watched my class last month, it also had another pack because that will have enough to make 10 cards, but then we add on, I think we added on 6 more cards where we'll have more card bases, we'll have mats on the inside, more envelopes. And hi, Cindy. And then at the end, so this is the Heart and Home one that I did last month, right? So this is just an example of what we'll be making. Now, the Heart and Home had these little baby cards, right? So this one does not have any baby note cards or envelopes. So there will not be any baby cards in the Heart and Home, in the hand-penned one, okay? They're all gonna be either A2 size, so the ones that are extra that we add our own card bases to, or they're gonna be this size. And they have matching envelopes that you don't have to worry because they are a little bit bigger. They're gonna have these pretty matching envelopes. And so this one, you'll go away with 16 cards from the class, but the ability to use your leftover products to make 10 more, and by adding in your own extra card bases, you could potentially just double the class for that price, because the way that these were designed is that we took, hang on, I'll show you we took this and we divided it in half, because there's 2 of everything, and there's 20 of each of these, and so we took 10 and 10, and then half of these, okay? And what we did is we took those and we laid them all out, Chris and I, we laid them all out on the table, and we basically tried to design with only half. So you guys, in essence, have your other half left to potentially make 32 more cards if you added your own extra mats and bases. I only provide, oh, there was a hair, I could feel that. I am only gonna provide the mats and bases for the extra cards for the original 16, but if you want to add your own mats and bases for like 6 more cards, you could end up with 32 cards, okay? So the thing with that is I haven't checked. Anybody who was signed up by yesterday already, I've gotten the products ordered. You guys, that stuff is retiring. It will be done soon if it's not already. So if you're interested and you have not already confirmed with me that you want that class, you better reach out to me soon and make sure that I get you on the list, because I need to get that product ordered. Because once it's gone, I can't order more of it. And I think I had 26 people already signed up between in-person and online as of yesterday. So I already ordered. If you already told me that you wanted it and you were committing to it, I already ordered it for you. So so that's good. So that's the Memories and More product-based class. That's coming up the 23rd and the 25th of, so a month from now. So we go back to the front of the sheet, you guys, the paper pumpkin. Just so you know, Kelly is doing paper pumpkin this week, Monday. It's the 25th. So April paper pumpkin is coming up. If anybody missed out on ordering their own paper pumpkin for April, I have this one that's available for sale. And I also have 2 more that were shipped out on the second run. So I have 3 April paper pumpkins. And Sandy Wicklander, yes. Sandy, you're gonna laugh. Here, I'm gonna show you real quick, Sandy. I have homework with you, Sandy. So I have a blank Post-it note started for you, Sandy, where I have to write this all out to tell you everything that you want. So you are on my list of things. I didn't forget about you. I will have that for you soon. I will make sure you're signed up for everything. And I do that for, I think, Sue Somerville, and I do that for Deanne. If somebody says to me, I want it all, I will make out the list and I will tell you what it is. And I make that, like, that's the easy button. So, okay, so paper pumpkin, I have 3 up for grabs in case anybody missed it. The May paper pumpkin is on June 2nd, okay? So just to give you guys a little bit of a heads up, things got switched around a little bit because I am going on a vacation with Tyler for 2 weeks. So the incentive, Leslie, yes, I did see your email for hand penned. And I am pretty sure, Leslie, I had you on the list for hand penned. You probably told me you were number 1, Leslie. You're number 1 on my list. So you're already signed up, and you're signed up. So we got you on. I did. If you guys have emailed me in the last, since Wednesday, I've been a little bit behind, and I try to say, oh, I'll get back to you, but if I can't, then I have a bunch. If you've emailed me since Wednesday, I'm still playing catch up at the moment. It was crazy the last 2 days. So Tyler and I, because the Western Caribbean incentive trip was canceled, which is normally in May, Rhonda Wade is hosting an event out in, hi Deanne, you're welcome, Leslie. She's hosting an event out in St. George, Utah, and it's a 4-day event, and we're going to piggyback and go to Zion National Park, and Tyler and I are going to drive out there. I am a busy woman, yes. When you look down and see all those cars that are coming up, you guys are going to be like, whoa. So I'm gone for 2 weeks from Memorial Day weekend until June 12th. So I pushed mystery card night for May. Actually, I lied. I pushed Paper Pumpkin for May to be the June 2nd. So June 2nd is going to be Paper Pumpkin for May. Okay, so it is like a week later than normal. Hi, Linda Hall. Hi, Deanne from rainy West Michigan. Mystery card night for May is going to be the same. It's usually the third Monday, and it's the 16th, okay? What's going to happen, though, is you guys are going to see it weird for June, because I have to move everything that I would normally do in that first week or two of June out later. And so mystery card night got moved out because, or I should say up, because Kelly is very capable of doing mystery card night while I'm gone. Hi, Wendy Ellison. Yeah, Julie, we got to get our campsite booked. That's what, on the back of my head, I'm like, get that campsite booked, figure out where we're staying. We know where we're staying for the conference part with St. George, Utah, but we need to figure out where we're going for Zion. So hi, Barb Johnson says that Zion is really nice too. So mystery card night is not the normal third Monday. For June, you guys, mystery card night is going to be on June 9th, which is a Thursday. So Kelly's doing the first 2 lives for me in June, which will be May Paper Pumpkin and mystery card night. And then, I think that might wrap up, you guys, the May into June. I guess all of you that are hearing and listening to me now, I did this last year and it worked out really great. If there's any way that, like, I know you guys don't know what's coming up in June, and quite frankly, I don't either, because, I do know one. I'll show you one. I'll give you a little sneak peek at what's coming up for the June monthly class. Because June is all primarily new catalog product, except for the June monthly class, which Chris and I were able to get that done. So I don't have the cards made, but if you guys know you're going to want to sign up for stuff, the sooner that you can sign up for anything, I did get your email, Cindy. You're on my list to get back to. I promise I will get back to you. Chris, you're going out there in June too. Awesome. If I can get anybody to sign up for stuff early, because I'm going to be gone for those 2 weeks. So if you sign up for stuff that happens right after I get back, you won't have it in time. So I'm looking to mail out any class that I have the week after I get back 2 weeks prior to me leaving, so that you have it in time for class. So there's going to take a little bit of coordination and finagling, and it's doable. It's just communication is great, and not anybody who signs up while I'm on my vacation, I might not get to it till the week after I get back, because I try to respect Tyler with not using my phone so much. So I try. Okay, so little sneak peek here, you guys, and then we're going to recap what's left for April. Okay, hi Feline. Okay, so sneaky peek. You cannot, this is not eligible to get for free with an order at the moment, because this is June. So I'm showing this to you. You can sign up for the class and tell me you want to take it. If you know you want to order to get it free, I can still put your name on the list, but I'm not taking orders for this one yet. So this is like showing you it might be confusing. But if you want to pay for this class as a fee-based class, you can still pay for it. Like, if anybody wants to sign up for it, you can. Just know that orders are for the month of the current month and the next month, and this is June, okay? So, all right, thanks for sharing, Feline. Okay, so we were so excited so this is what we made first. So these are 3 stamp sets I have not used yet in any classes, and when Stampin' Up! Decided to carry them over into the new annual catalog, we're like, okay, let's use them because we can design with them right away. So this is the Nothing's Better Than Chocolate. If you guys recall, Carissa did this card with the cookies for her class, and then we did some Technique Thursdays and Tip Tuesdays on that. But so Nothing's Better Than, featuring some of the new designer series paper with the He's the Man. So red brick wall, like a little bakery chocolate shop, and then flowering. I don't remember, what is this called? Something with flowers. There's a punch with it. Oh my gosh, my mind just went blank. So something with a punch. friendly flowers. I don't remember. I have to not think about what it is, but it's in the current annual catalog carried over. Some new designer series paper got brought in though. The whole goal was to cut up so my mom accidentally cut 56 extra of these red ribbons, and so we had to design cards that used up the red ribbon. So then we did one with the Count on Me. I had never used those. I know there's little baby koalas in there. This uses the new embossing folder, the fern embossing folder. So, but we went with a whole red with brown, red with gray, red with black. So this is the monthly class for June. I don't even have it photographed or anything. I don't have the pictures. I don't think I have the pictures in yet. So I'll work on that. But hi, Laura Sullivan. But you can't get this class for free at the moment to sign up for. But order starting May 1st, you could put this as one of your free classes. So yeah, so that's June. Now, just to recap too, you guys, we have the MS benefit coming up on April 30th. We have 34 signed up. We're looking for 2 to 6 more people. So we either want to cap it at 36 or we want to cap it at 40. And if you can't make it in person and you still want to donate, we have a team that's going to be here on the 30th that will make your cards for you. So this is a $25 donation in person or porch pickup, or $30 if you want them mailed. And so they're all 5 different stamp sets using product out of the mini catalog. And I just did in the Cards by Christine VIP page. I made these 4 today, so you can go back and watch that video, and I made this one on Tuesday. So that's still available. This one is coming up next Thursday night, the 28th of April. So this is the ink, paper, scissors featuring the beautiful friendship, beauty of friendship, the tree set. That is the stamp sets carrying over, but nothing else is. And so you get the twine, the baker's twine, you get the holiday rhinestones, and a 1/4 pack of the designer paper. And that one's a little fun fold. We always like when cards open differently, right? So it goes like that. The main thing is you need a white ink pad. There are trees stamped on that blue paper there that you kind of can't see, but you could stamp them or leave them off. Otherwise, you need a sentiment, some sort of tree action, and then a sentiment. So you really don't need the stamp set if you had a different type of tree. So I think I have 6 left for this one. Next week, Friday, you guys, is the In Color launch party online, and on Wednesday night is in person. I think I'm full on Wednesday, you guys. I had to cap it. You'll get 5 cards, and they're all featuring the retiring In Colors. And so some of you guys already have these kits because they got mailed out last week to everybody who's registered. So this one was a little bit more. I think it was $25 mailed and free with a $45 order. So there are, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think I have a bunch left for that. I have 8 left for that one. So last night, you guys, we did the Flowering Fields class online. I just counted. I think I have 8 left for this one as well. So if you're placing an order today, tomorrow, or next week, and you're like, shoot, I really want another set of those cards, or I missed out, but you didn't really miss out. I still have, oh, I lost a butterfly. I wonder where that little dude went. He didn't want to stick on there for me. Oh, I lost a butterfly in that one too. I'll have to put a butterfly back on there. These are the cards we made last night. So this was the gourmet card last night, you guys, that we made in case you missed it. So I still have, and I promise you on the kits going out, I did slip in what I forgot too. And this one's an easel card. So this one is still available as well. The set you couldn't think of is called Flowers of Friendship. Yes, Sandy. It was something with friendship and flowers. Friends and flowers, yes. Flowers of Friendship, which is this one right here, in case anybody's wondering. But if you don't have that exact set, you can cut your own little flower blossoms on here. It did fly away. It sure did. Okay, so Flowering Fields is still available for anybody that is interested in that. And, oh, Hildy wants a set of the Flowering Fields. Sounds good, Hildy. You know what? Since I have this right, so you guys, what people ask me is, how do you get signed up? This is how you get signed up to take a class with me. I need to get your name. Vilchas, yes. Okay. I need to get your name on my list. That's it. I'm a paper person. I mentioned it earlier, you guys. I'm a paper person. So I keep, this is everything for the entire year. And I put your name on here. The first thing is I get your name on there. And then we figure out, how do you want to pay for it, or do you want to place an order to get the class for free? And then we go from there. And if it gets to be the day that I'm shipping out the kits and you haven't paid me or you haven't placed an order to get it for free, I'm calling you before I ship it out, because we need to square up before I ship out, right? So that's how that works. You can sign up by emailing me, you can Facebook message me, you can text me, you can call me, you can sign up through my website. It's cardsbycrispy.com. Just know if you sign up through my website and you pay for it via your credit card through my website, I do add on a convenience fee for using your credit card. On my website, it charges me a fee, and I don't think it's fair for people who pay me in cash or check or a different electronic means to have to pay the same amount. So I do charge more for those people paying via my website. If you don't want to pay that convenience fee of using the credit card, you sign up with me by email, phone, call, text, however, and then we'll figure out, do you want to send me a check? You want to send me cash? People send me cash in the mail, you guys. It's funny. It's not funny. I'm happy. I'm always happy when it gets here, right? So cash, check. You can send me via PayPal, friends and family, Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, Facebook Pay. There's so many different ways that you can pay me electronically, and I do that to save you the fee. I'm not avoiding anything, and somebody once accused me of that, and it's like, no, if you want to go and pay through my website, you're more than welcome to pay that extra $1 or $2, whatever it is. But if you want to save a little bit of money, that's why I do offer those other ways for you to save that credit card. I could do everything through a credit card if I wanted to, but that gets to be a lot of unnecessary money given to banks that don't need more money. So anyways, that's my little rant on that. So yes, Carmen, you paid for the launch party this morning. So yeah, if you guys, I'm still working through my email. The last 2 days with designing all day with Carissa, and then working with my mom all day yesterday, and then having class both nights, Wednesday and Thursday, and then today was getting all my May classes marketed and published out. I need to get through emails. And so I have the craft roulette starting. I got to be online with them at 5:45. So in an hour, what is it, 3:45? So 2 hours. So I'm going to try to work through some of my emails now. So hopefully I'll be getting back to some of you. But if I don't, just know that I am working through it. And the main thing is I know that the emails there, I might log you, but I need to get back to responding to you. So yes, Susan Pacheco, you'll have to watch the replay. What are we at? 52 minutes. That's exactly what the last one I did, I think, was 53 minutes. So there's so much always going on, you guys. And I do this video to kind of thoroughly explain everything. And I know it's a lot to listen to, but it helps me to try to get it out there so that you hear it, because we all learn differently. Some people like writing form, some people like listening form. And so hopefully by doing it in this audio kind of version and explaining and showing, it helps eliminate everybody asking me the same question 10 times, which that adds up to take away from my time as well. So by doing this video, and then I also try to promote it with my VIP group by giving away an extra little special perk. So, all right, we're not done, because I just remembered. We missed doing the mystery card night drawing last night. Kelly completely forgot that yesterday was Thursday. I mean, that doesn't happen to anybody, right? But she thought yesterday was Wednesday. And so she didn't even have it on her radar to pull the names. And so when I asked them for her last night, she's like, oh, I am so sorry, I'm at the park. So she pulled the names. We have 61 names, so yay. Oh, Terry Costin, you're still in Florida. It's your last day. Enjoy it. Today we had rain here, and Deanna Stell said that it was raining in Michigan, so you're not missing much bad weather. I don't think you are. So enjoy your last night in hopefully sunny Florida. I'm so happy for you that you got to have your vacation there. That's awesome. So you guys, we have 61 people, so we're going to do 3 prizes for the random number generator. So what happens is people submitted their cards from the mystery card night. I'll share with you guys. We shared this last night, but this was our mystery card night. This was our mystery card layout. Hi, Linda Hall. Yes, asking for it. I was just going to show it. So here's our mystery card. We had mentioned we use the Flowering Fields. We always use the Featured Suite Bundle class for our mystery card. So next month, you guys will not be surprised when you see our card using Hey Sports Fan with a layout that I don't have picked out yet. But thanks, Melody. Have a great weekend too. So this was a mystery card night that we did. And so 61 people. So we're going to do 84 degrees in Cape Coral, Florida. I love it, Janet. That's awesome. So we're going to do random number generator. So let's pull that up and get 61 put in here. And we're going to draw 3 prizes. So 61, I'm going to click the word generate. 51, Paula Rice. Paula Rice, girlfriend, you need to contact me because I have you won last time mystery card from, so this is April. You won from March, right? And I keep a card here until you give me your address. So Miss Paula Rice, you literally have 2 prizes to claim. If you don't give me your address, I don't know where to send them to. So that's how it goes, guys. If anybody knows a Paula, and I remembered she was sitting there. I'm like, when is she gonna give me her information? But if I don't get it, then it's so sad. But number 39 is Donna Schultz. So it's Donna Kemp Schultz, Scholz, not TZ, but Z. So Donna, you are a lucky winner. Need your address. Number 12. Okay, Donna Simmer. I think you might be watching. I think your name popped up. So we got 2 Donnas and a Paula for Mystery Card Night. So you guys, what I do is I pull a prize from my vault and get that in the mail to you for this one. And this was Mystery Card Night for April. So, all right. I don't have any of your addresses, girls, so please, please, please send them to me. So then we're going to flip this over, and I had 11 people who placed orders yesterday to take advantage of the free shipping. So I didn't just do 1 prize. I did 2 prizes. So Botanical Layers is a new stamp set out of the new annual catalog, and then you guys, the Fern embossing folder is so cool. It's part of the Sunprints suite, and I ordered 2. Thinking, well, I'll use one as a prize. And when I saw all you guys' orders come through yesterday, it made me happy. And I thought, we'll give away an extra prize. So I have here 11 people. So Joanne McDonald. Oh my gosh, I felt so bad when I saw your order come through on Wednesday, you guys. Joanne accidentally thought that the free shipping started on Wednesday because I emailed on Wednesday about it. And so hi Kathy Jackson from Iola, Wisconsin. So Joanne placed her order on Wednesday and didn't get free shipping, but Joanne, you meant to do it, so I'm including your name in my drawing because you really tried to get free shipping, but we were so ahead of yourself. So I have your name on here, just so you know that. So I have 11 people who placed orders yesterday with me, and number 7, Sharon Davis. I was going to give you the stamp set. Whoever goes first got the stamp set. And then number 4. And then Sharon Rush. Oh my gosh, my Sharon's here. Sharon Rush, you will get the embossing folder. So Sharon Rush, you are local to me. So I will make sure to get yours on the counter in the mudroom with your name on it. And then Sharon Davis, I can find your address from the order that you placed. And then all of you guys, the 11 of you, are also qualified to get one of my classes in either April or May. There's a lot of leftovers from April yet, so you guys all qualified to get classes. So a couple of you didn't use the host code, but like I mentioned early on, your order was over $150 and you didn't use the host code. I still will honor that with a class. So so that means that Linda and Becky, if you're listening to this at all, I will reach out to you as well, but I'll make sure that you guys get signed up for a class. It's always fun to get card classes in the mail. I hope you guys enjoy putting my card kits together. Hi, Marilyn Giebel. I try to make it in the kits in a way that you guys can easily recreate these cards at home, even if you don't necessarily have the exact same stamps or inks as I do. So, oh, Janet, you love the free shipping. We all love free shipping day. Like I don't know about you guys, but shipping is a necessary evil. Like you have to have it if you're going to be doing anything online. And it just is not good. So sometimes, oh, yay, Sharon, you're watching. So you guys, and I pulled the little trick on Christina. If you guys order multiple classes with me throughout the month and you pay the full price with the shipping, what happens is if I work ahead and I can get my ducks in a row and I can consolidate, let's say I can consolidate 2 of your classes into one package. I throw cash in your package and I write a little Post-it note that's really hard to read because I usually write like a chicken, like chicken scratch, and it usually says shipping. And when you get that with $2 or $3 or $4, just depending on how many classes you got from me, I try to give back where I can, and I feel like if you guys are supporting me by taking all 5 of my classes or even 2 or 3 classes in a month, and I can consolidate the shipping, I look to give you guys a little bit back on shipping. And I know Sandy Wicklander says that her husband gets the package and he takes the cash out and he hides it or squirrels it away. Sandy, I can't remember what you said that he did, but like you don't get the cash back when I send it. But you guys, I know that I could keep it. And and my mom says, you do a lot to get all this stuff together. I'm like, yeah, but I also feel like if you paid me $20 in shipping and it cost me $12, I could give you $3 back. That's how in my head it works. So cash is king, right? And you guys are always surprised and delighted when you get a few dollars back. So then it makes you not think twice about, well, signing up for 3 classes instead of only 2, right? Because, hey, if I can consolidate the shipping, I will do that for you guys. So that's another little side note. Whew, we're at 1 hour, you guys. It's 4 o'clock. I'm going to try to work through some emails and get my head straight for Craft Roulette. And just know if you have emailed me or texted me in the last little bit, I'm working through it and I will get back to you. And you don't have to necessarily message me again, like in a text and an email. I'll see one or I'll see the other. That's usually, I'm good. Email, text is about the same for me. I try to get back to both as fast as I can. So, all right. I feel good. I think I'm looking around. Did I forget anything? I always say, did I forget something? For you guys online, I try to, Louise. You know, if you're kind to others, they are kind to you. That's how I look at it. So tomorrow I have a double header with Flowering Fields and monthly class in person. And Sunday is a day of rest for me. I was set up to do a Zoom meeting with my team, and I'm actually gonna reschedule that to a weekday in the morning to try to accommodate some people that have been asking for not a Sunday night. So I'm going to do that this time to free up my Sunday and see if it makes a difference for people. And I don't know, I have to look at my calendar and reset that. So those on my team that are watching right now, just know that I'm not going to be doing the Zoom Sunday night at 6 p.m. like I have on the schedule. I am going to look for a morning slot, like a 10 a.m. One day this week, and we'll still have our team time together, but we're going to do it a little different because I've had a handful of people say, well, could we do a different time? So I'm going to try it this month and see how it works. So, okay. So then Monday, you guys will have Kelly with Paper Pumpkin live in the evening, and then you'll have me back on Tuesday with a Tip Tuesday, and I think I know what I'm going to do. Thanks to Carissa. She gave me something to work on. So, all right. In the meantime, if you guys saw any classes that you want to get your name on the list for, I think the easiest thing to do is either send me an email with them listed out, and then I can figure out what it costs or what you're going to do, or send me a text with everything listed out. That would be great. So, all right, you guys, lots of sunshine, love, and hugs to you. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night and have a fabulous weekend ahead. We'll see you next week. Love you.